Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an SU-8 Tier 6 Soviet SPG. It's located on the west spawn of Airfield and it's under the command of Heimblood 76. Now I actually learnt that was the name of a character in a childhood or child program way back a long time ago. So it's nothing like Whole Blood, which is how I immediately translated it when I put it through the translation machine. But anyway, the SU-8 is designed from the T-28 medium tank with 152mm howitzer on top of it. You can get the smaller guns, but they've got shorter ranges and do less damage. This one will do 600 alpha and it's got a burst radius of 7 meters, which is quite big actually if you think about it. That's corresponds really with the M12, and that's a tier 7. This is tier 6, but then remember the M44 also has quite a large footprint as well. Well, a CS53 made it into that little pocket the other side of the pass, and you can see the reticule moved to the left. And yep, I don't know why Wargaming put that feature in without actually telling people they put it in. But it means that if there's an unspotted vehicle and there's a spotted vehicle somewhere else, the reticule moves in the direction of the spotted vehicle. Oh, we got a direct hit on the P-43. A P-43 Tur hiding in that pocket there got struck by the shell. Direct hit, which means he's probably got quite a few hit points of damage, but without actually knowing precisely how much he did. Now it's a tier 8 battle, he's tier 6 Arty, which means that there's plenty of potential for getting a lot of XP, because you get 10% extra for each tier above that you go when you're hitting opponents. So as tier 6, if he hits a tier 8 opponent, he's getting 10% for the tier 7s and 10% extra on top of that for the tier 8. So it really is quite valuable to hit the higher tier opponents, even though they do have much better armor. Now he was observing a T-34-85 on that corner, but he's gone back to the pocket because there's an IS there, and that's a tier 7 enemy heavy. Waiting for the guy to come around the corner. He's going to poke again. Here he goes. Just need to be quick when you do fire. Rounds out. Direct hit. Or was it? No, it landed in front of the IS, but it still did some damage. 155 hit points. Not a lot, but it does all count. Now the reload time is quite fast. It's, if I remember correctly, it's around about the 20-second mark, but we'll see that and confirm exactly how much it is when he shoots next. He's lining up enough shots. He's trying to splash them. Oh, he's actually got a faster reload than I thought. It's around about 18 seconds. Okay, that CS53 is now almost out of juice. He's about to go down. He's still fighting that ISM who's fighting with the T-28, and there goes. Heimblood gets the kill. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm afraid our teammate in there got fairly beaten up by that those two tanks, but he did get the T-28 HTC. VK101P, heavily armoured German heavy. Supposed to be a 100-ton tank by Porsche. Rounds out. Lands right in front of him for 113. He pulled back just at the right moment to avoid too much damage. You can see as well that the SU-8 does produce stun, but it is kind of limited. You only get about between 5 or 6 seconds worth of stun at best. That shell went zipping right over the top of the turret and landed behind him without any damage. We can see a heat round actually hit the top of the turret there, and it looks like it did pen. Oh, Skoda T25 went straight through the field of view, but he dodges to the right and misses that shell altogether. It's worth taking those chances sometimes, just in case the enemy does jink to the left instead of to the right and you get him square on. Oh, he just took another heat round right through the front of the turret, and that one hit. 212, it went into the tracks, and he's picked up the stun assist. Okay, we've got a charioteer now. Well, it's a version of the Cromwell with a bigger gun, a much bigger gun, and but the same armour that the Cromwell has. That CS-44 has managed to sneak up on the airstrip, and I think he's sitting on that corner, but he's just unspotted at the moment. Now, we do have a tank nearby us, an SU-130PM, so if he does come this direction, we should be able to defend ourselves. 45 TP up on top of Temple Mount. Took fire there from somebody else. And Hyblood's going to fire around in. It's a tier 7 medium. Oh, yes! In fact, actually, is it a tier 7 medium or a tier 7 heavy? I think it was a heavy, actually, more than the medium. But, well, don't quote me on that. I think the 45 TP, I think, is a medium. Rounds out and the CS-44 tracks him. It landed behind him. He was anticipating he would actually go back further, but he was stunned and taken out, so he picks up the stun assist on that. 265. Okay, we're looking for the enemy Arty because there's only 2 enemies left, and he suspects there's one over there because there's a tree bent down, and that's usually the indication that somebody actually went in there and knocked the tree down on purpose. There's no other reason why a tree would fall like that. Oh, there is somebody there. He's worked out and he hit the guy square on. So he definitely got a hit there. No doubt about it. Normally at this point, I indicate that point on the map and everyone will charge towards the target. Oh, it was a Jagdpanther. And he took away 25% of his health. And now he's got another 195 and he's dead. So there's only one more enemy left. It's a Hummel. And there he is. Okay, we're almost ready to shoot, and before we can fire, the FB304 claims another kill. So, pretty good game there for Hyblood 76. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats, see how well he actually did. Well, it's an ace tanker for Hyblood 76 in the SU-8. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 13, and his win rate from the battle was 2,701. No other medals, but an ace tanker is good all the same. It's not the first time he's had an ace in the SU-8, but it's another example of how good he is getting, and it's a little easier to get an ace when you're in a tier 8 match. I would say that straight off the bat because I think you all know you earn extra XP. We can see here that the highest damage was actually done by that ISM, the one who was going straight in and fighting 2 enemy tanks at the same time. He managed to get a steel wall and 2,812 hit points of damage, with the SU-130PM picking up 1,943 and the FB304 picking up 1,754. He was very active as well. And Hyblood managed 1,549 hit points of damage, which is higher than the CS-44 and the enemy team, who's only scored 1,257. That was their best scorer. When it came to kills, it was the ISM who came tops with 4 kills, and Hyblood came joint second with the FB304, the Challenger, the Centurion, the T-3485M. All of them got 2 kills alongside Hyblood. And nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. In fact, only 2 tanks got kills at all in that game. When it came to base XP, though, it was Hyblood, yes, because he was hitting higher tier opponents and obviously scoring much more XP than the lower tier or the tier tanks that were actually same tier as their opponents. 1,175 to Hyblood, 1,103 to the ISM, 761 to the Challenger. Hyblood fired 14 rounds in that game, got 4 direct hits, but no penetrations at all, 14 splash. Damage of 1,549 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2, did 289 hit points of damage assistance, plus 1,919 hit points of stun assists off 11 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he earned 37,539 credits, and after ammunition resupply, he took away 26,199 credits. He received 1,175 base XP, got ×2 for the first victory on this occasion, and took away 2,350 experience points altogether. So a very solid match there by Hyblood. He didn't have to move at all during the game because the enemy Arty wasn't doing counter battery at all, but he picked up a nice reasonable score for a fairly quick battle. It wasn't that long, 6 minutes 43 seconds. That's quite a fast one. So well done to Heimblood. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.